right. Thanks, everyone. Let's get into the episode.
How's it going, Richard? It's great to finally get you on the podcast. I know that we've been planning this thing for quite a while, and there's always some hoops that we have to jump through, several times, right? But we're finally here. We're finally able to do this thing.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. Thanks very much for having me along. Whereas for some reason in Europe, people will do multiple apprenticeships. And in fact, you see it advertised loads over here if you're looking for roles. There's all sorts of companies, from airlines to car manufacturers, to petrochemicals, to pharmaceuticals, looking to openly let you, and they run small apprenticeships, 3, 4, 5, 6 month apprenticeships. And it's not uncommon for somebody at the age of 18, once they've left the A levels, to go and do a year or 2 years worth of different apprenticeships to see what they like. So it's definitely different, and it shouldn't be, because I think it's a good way to approach the decision that you're going to make that will essentially affect the rest of your life. Why would you not try multiple things? It seems to be, to me, to be an obvious thing to do. Actually, a lot of people I meet tend to have gone through the same process we just talked about. That they had a feeling for 2 or 3 career models that would suit them, and they went and tried them all. And it's such a commonality here in these markets. It's very rare you find somebody that goes, yes, I knew from 7 years of age I wanted to be in this role. I mean, there are some that are like that, but more often they're not. And I feel at least the European market's better geared for that kind of choice approach to the career ladder than I've seen in other countries.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then let's assume then that results in ransomware being dropped, and healthcare organizations just normally so ill-equipped to deal with ransomware, and I'll expand on what I mean by that in a moment. And so that occurs, right? You see a mass encryption event, or maybe it's a destructive APT group that don't actually want any data; they just want to burn the building down. That's happened a few times in the past. And so what if they just destroy services, or just take down applications and tool sets that you rely on to do what you do as a healthcare organization? What's your recovery process? And a big part of that is what Rubrik are doing, which is, of course, let's know what those core mission critical operations and application services are. And let's make sure that you have a capability to get those back online. But it isn't just about the Rubrik piece as well. A lot of people would probably, the first thought that would cross their mind there would be, yeah, well, finance have infinitely larger budgets, and they're able to adopt the latest and greatest and far and wide, whereas healthcare traditionally probably doesn't have the same. I don't know if that's true in all countries. Certainly in the UK, healthcare aren't as well funded as you would want them to be, based upon the threat landscape they're facing. And I think globally, yes, maybe healthcare doesn't have quite exactly the same sort of budgets to spend as finance. But to your point and to our discussion here, it isn't about bigger is better, and spending more money doesn't always give you the types of returns that you're after. If you don't serve customers and you're another operation, then it's a different question. But and healthcare is a great example, right? I need customers' personal data. If that gets leaked, that's devastating. Your entire medical history in the hands of somebody in a nation state, that causes psychological stress, that causes mental health issues for some people. And so let's not let that happen.